We are live. Welcome, everybody. This is a special episode. We'll call it an episode. It's a hangout. It's a live chat here, Beer Guys Radio. But we are here with our friends from Ironmonger Brewing and Bottleshare. Ironmonger Brewing has been a big supporter of Beer Guys Radio for many years. If you listen to the show, you hear us talking about them at the beginning of every episode. They are our premier sponsor, our partner. We share space. Our studio is inside of their brewery. So, we love to spread the word about cool stuff going on with them. Bottleshare, we've talked to Chris a few times with Bottleshare about the cool stuff that they're doing. And they're getting together here. We're going to have an anniversary party. We're going to have some collaboration beers and good stuff going on. So we're going to chat here and find out about what is happening. We have Matt here from Bottleshare. Matt is in Mountain Time Zone, Denver. You in Colorado?
No. Oh my God, do I wish. I am actually here in Boise, Idaho.
Idaho. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Surprisingly has a pretty decent beer scene, which I didn't know about until I moved here. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts, so I'm kind of a snob, I guess, in that regard of beer. And then coming out west, I didn't know what to expect. And hey, if you can get out here, definitely get out here.
That's good stuff. We talked to a brewery last week out of Wyoming, Jackson Hole.
Oh,
yeah. He was saying, the West is good. So I've got to get out there.
Was it Grand Teton?
No, it was Roadhouse.
Roadhouse is another really good one. They make a lot of good beer, get a lot of their stuff out here. So
yeah,
good,
we got some
brewery.
tasty stuff from them. We have to do a tour. We need to do a Northeast tour. We've got to do a West Coast tour. We just need to quit our jobs and travel and drink beer.
Wouldn't that be the life?
So we just need to do that. So we also have Doug Bippert with us. Doug is one of the owners of Ironmonger Brewing. Doug, thanks for taking some time to chat with us today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And Adam Miller, we have with Ironmonger Brewing. Adam, how's it going?
Living the dream, man. I get to sell beer every day.
What is your official title with Ironmonger?
I think sales manager.
Sales manager? Close enough, huh?
Yeah, okay. Close enough.
Yeah. All right.
I sell things.
You make sure the beer gets out there to everybody that needs it, right?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Good stuff. Well, awesome. Well, I tell you what, Adam, I'll start with you. The big news that we're here to talk about is the anniversary party that is coming this Saturday, the 21st. We've got other things we're going to talk about that kind of go around that, but tell us a little bit about the anniversary party and what people can expect there.
So it's our 5th anniversary, which is huge. That's, not everybody gets to make it that long anymore. And we're on the upswing. We're coming out of COVID. We want to have a good time. We want to celebrate 5 years in business, making beer, making people happy. We want to do some really cool stuff. We're going to have a couple of different food trucks. We're going to have live music. We're doing a special beer as a charity beer for Bottleshare. It's a black IPA that we're super excited about. But yeah, we want everybody to come out, have a good time. Remember that we have one of the best tap rooms in the city. It's a hell of a lot of fun to come in there and hang out and have a good time. And we make some kick-ass beer. We want people to come out,
party along and have a beer, right?
Yeah. I mean, like we've all been cooped up for a long time. So come out, hang out.
We can use a beer. Sure enough.
Yeah.
Now, Doug, we remember the super early days of Ironmonger. We knew before the doors even opened there. So remember the tiny tap room, the tiny space there. Been some big changes for Ironmonger over the years, right?
Yeah, we've added 16 Axstone lanes. So we've created what we call a craft destination. So you can come in there and try, 20 different beers and seltzers on the wall, throw axes, soon to be spirits. I think the latest is probably the first or second week of September. We're going to have start serving spirits and wine in the tap room. So we've got just about everything you want to drink, and we have food trucks and food. A lot of exciting things going on there. And one beer we're pretty excited about is the Oktoberfest that will be on the board for the anniversary, and it's one of my favorite at this point.
I can't wait to try that. I can't try it till September 1st, Doug. It's
Tim's rules. Yes.
A personal stand I've taken against seasonal drift.
I gave you one the other day.
It's pumpkin season as far as I'm concerned.
Brian drank it. They're in the fridge. We're going to get on it. That's for sure.
I don't think I've actually had one yet. I don't think
we
got
not cracked one yet. Okay,
I think they're all. I think they're all still in the fridge.
Absolutely. Doug, a little Ironmonger history for those. When Ironmonger first officially opened, it was actually Naughty Soda. That was the primary beverage, and Ironmonger was created as kind of a backup brand for those that came and didn't want to drink the Naughty Soda to have a couple beers on. but over the years it developed where Ironmonger kind of took the forefront there. Do I have all that correct?
That's correct. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because we've recently relaunched Naughty Soda under as a seltzer, and we've got some great product out there in the marketplace. There you go, Adam. Adam's doing a good job of getting it out there, and we're getting a lot of really good feedback on it. This is a malt-based seltzer. We're going to be coming out with spike seltzers in the near future, as soon as we get our alcohol license to do so. So there's a lot of excitement around that. We're kind of getting ready for all the resets next year in some of the major retailers that will be picking it up. So we're gearing up for that. But in the meantime, it's in the tap room, and then Adam's got some other locations that we're getting some in-aisle displays on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nature, so people can start trying it around the Marietta area.
Awesome. We've got a comment here about about your tap room. I think the person may be biased. But they said you got a little steel bar top there. That's pretty nice. So come check out the all steel bar top from Ant Story. Another great beer guy sponsor, Storytime Construction. They build breweries, and we need as many as we can get. So,
and it's not to take anything away from Ant there, but I noticed the most people taking their picture in front of that that plant wall,
the living wall there.
Everybody stops and takes a selfie there. That was a smart call.
Absolutely hilarious. I'll be in there in the tap room at 8 in the afternoons, and everybody that walks in, they see that wall and the neon Ironmonger hanging up in there, and it's just an immediate stop. They forget the bar, and they stand there and pose, and they take these pictures, and they're just posted up on Instagram. It's absolutely hilarious, which is what we want. We want everybody to come in, have a good time, put it up on their social media, let them know where they are. Everybody has a good time that comes in.
And the living wall is looking great. It's big and full and healthy and green there. It's a really cool little feature there. So it's good stuff. Well, the anniversary this week, we went to Matt, Bottleshare. Matt, do you know about the collaboration beer? Should I have Adam tell us about it, or can you tell us about it?
I know a little bit here. I do a lot of the social media marketing. So unfortunately, I'm clued into a good amount, but I do know it's a black IPA, which in my opinion is severely underrated. I'm a big fan of black IPAs, and you don't see a lot of them out there these days.
You don't.
I feel like they were more popular probably a few years ago. Whereas now, I mean, you see maybe a few black lagers, but black IPAs you really don't see. So, Adam, I'll definitely let you kind of dive into it some more.
Well, that's kind of one of the reasons why we picked it. They're delicious. They're wonderful. Everybody that I know that's in the craft beer industry likes black IPAs. We're all like, oh yeah, that's a really cool style of beer. Everybody likes it. We all drink them. So I went to the brewmaster this morning, and I haven't even tasted of it yet, but I have a wonderful handwritten recipe here.
Oh, there you go.
So Jonathan knocked it. He nailed it for us. He is super busy, and the fact that he had the time to do this just warms my heart. It made me so happy, because I've been looking for one of these for a while, and people just don't do them anymore. But it's all Centennial hops. It's black patent malts, Crystal 120, and 2-row. It's very simple, but it's going to be clean. This is going to be fresh and easy to drink. And I actually promised Dustin up in Wisconsin that I would send him a crowler of it, because as soon as he found out it was a black IPA, he's like, dude, please send me one. I'm like, I got you, man. I got you. So we're super excited about it. Yeah, just nobody does them anymore. And they sell. I spent 8.5 years with a distributor. Every single one that we got our hands on would fly off the shelf, and then the brewery would move into something else, and they'd do a different style. Hopefully the pendulum will swing back and we'll get a little more in the marketplace. But I thought, we're Ironmonger. This is a black IPA. We're calling it the Cast Iron Cauldron. It just fits with us. It fits with our branding. It fits with our style. We don't do super crazy beer. We make really, really good beer. And that's kind of what this is, with the way Jonathan built this out. It's going to be outstanding.
That was my prediction. One of my predictions at the end of the year of what 2020 was going to hold. And I said the resurgence of the black IPA, because we saw a handful of them come out again at the end of 2020, early 2021, but it fizzled. They went on a run. It was a sprint, not a marathon. They took a quick run there, and that was that.
Right.
they were all seasonals. Like Firestone Walker was bringing back, I forget what the name of their black IPA was, but it was intended to be like a seasonal or a limited edition thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're testing the water. They're going to see how it sells and if it continues to sell. And but there's interest in it. So other people have had interest in the style too, and I've noticed it kind of disappeared in 2016 or 2017, if I remember correctly. Just they all went away. Yep.
I think it's one of those styles that a lot of people, they always forget that they really enjoy until they see it on a shelf. Like Adam was saying, like it flies off. You forget it's even out there, and then you see it on a shelf. You're like, oh my God, that's right. I'm really loving black IPA. So then it goes really fast, and breweries like, awesome. But then they never make it again, right?
Right.
That's it. One and done. That's, maybe breweries need to start doing McRib marketing with their black IPAs,
Get some Szechuan sauce out there too.
Yeah. Like don't bring it back every year. Just every now and then pop up and throw a batch out there, and you got to get it while you can. You'll be like,
I think this is going to turn into our anniversary beer if I have my way. Like we'll just do a special. Like we may change the hops up or something like that every year. But yeah, I love them. I fell in love with it years ago. I'm sure you guys have heard of Heavy Seas out of Baltimore, but the Loose Cannon was a black IPA, and I loved it. I thought it was a great beer. So we had the opportunity. We did not have one like this. I don't know of a single brewery in Atlanta that does one with any level of consistency. I think Schoolhouse put one out just for their tap room a couple of months ago, but that was just a one and done kind of a deal. So it seemed like a good fit for us.
Yeah. Now, Doug, as people are sitting there enjoying the tap room and sipping their black IPA, they can play foosball. There's a Nintendo there, correct?
Yeah, we're trying to add a lot of games. We had to cut that back a little bit during COVID, when everybody was masked up. But we've brought all that back now, and it's bringing excitement into the tap room. We recently refurbished the bar. We're going to be expanding the area. We made it more into an L shape. I'd say it's probably doubling the capacity because we're going to be adding spirits and wine there. That's a project that Adam's kind of heading up. So he's got a lot of good past experience with bars, and so he's going to bring that to life. Like I said, we're looking at probably first or second week of September, but pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it'll be a nice addition.
Sorry, where are you starting off with spirits? I just a little off track, but I'm curious what you're getting started with. Are you gonna go kind of the safe vodka route? Are you getting into rum or some sort of whiskey, or where are you starting?
Yeah, all of those. I think the whiskeys and bourbons we're gonna probably buy and blend. The other ones we're gonna still right there in house. Probably looking at starting off with vodka, rum, maybe a gin. We've got a meeting, in fact, this week to finalize all of that, but. We should have everything up and going pretty quick here on that. But I'd like to have at any one time 3 to 4, items to pour in there, and then have a really good bourbon. And of course, we're going to have it in to-go bottles as well. But we got to make sure we get everything in place on the licensing part first.
Sure. Doug, have you put any thought into adding slushies to the tap room? That seems the way to go these days, especially if you're doing vodka drinks in that.
Yeah, definitely want to do that. I would say right now it's not within the next couple of months, but certainly by spring I want to have it so that it's really refreshing. And we've built out the outside area a little bit so that people can get outside, and that would be a really good addition in the spring, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. That's we were there this weekend. We were quarantining in, I call it our COVID cave, our studio, because we were exposed by someone to someone that has COVID. So since Brian and I were we just locked ourselves in the studio there. But we got some fries from the fry guy there, and lots of good food trucks coming through there. And these totally off topic here, guys, but it made me think about these insane fries that they do and some of the food trucks you guys have there at the brewery. But they said they were called ATL fries, topped with buffalo chicken, buffalo shrimp, tossed over cheese fries, and then covered with ranch. And I expected this little container of, like a side of fries. This was a full takeout food container, a full meal of these French fries. So we've got to start taking more advantage of the food trucks there at the brewery.
Yeah.
Some good stuff in there.
Stuff.
We do. We have some pretty good guys come through. I believe Seb's Panini will be out there for the anniversary, and that's a hell of a sandwich.
Cool.
Love that guy. So we'll take care of it. But to your point on the slushies, though, as soon as we get that whiskey and Coke slushie is on the agenda.
There you go.
It warms my heart.
You know what we haven't seen a lot of, and we were talking with someone about it not long ago, is like pastry stout slushies. And those seem like they'd be, some of those would just be great. I don't know if it's maybe the alcohol content there or something. So
was it toasty marshmallow slushy?
Yeah, there you go. A little toasty marshmallow slushy. So.
Milkshake toasty marshmallow.
Yeah.
Be a good time.
Yeah.
Matt,
well, Toasty will be back about November.
I'm ready. Bring it on.
It might be a little earlier than that from some conversations I was having earlier today. We might actually be able to get it out a little earlier, but it's coming. It's coming quick. So Toasty will hit soon. So I know that'll make a lot of people happy. I still get asked questions at least once a week. When's the marshmallow beer coming back? When's the marshmallow beer coming back?
It's a good one.
It is a good one. It's good. It's really good.
Sometimes during this lockdown, it seems like time takes forever, and then you hear that something was a year ago, and it's like I can't believe that was almost a year ago.
February 2020 was just last week, wasn't it?
It was. Right. That's correct. Yes, absolutely. Man, Matt, I know your time is limited here tonight, but so we want to let you talk a little bit about Bottleshare. As we mentioned, we've had Christopher Glenn on before. We've talked about it. We've been big supporters. If you're watching this and you are a regular listener, follower of Beer Guys Radio, then you have heard about Bottleshare. But if you haven't, we want to make sure you know what's up with them. So, Matt, can you tell us a little bit about what Bottleshare is about?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Chris, he's probably one of the most wonderful human beings that I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. If you don't know the story about Bottleshare, basically what happened was Chris was on his way back from Tenon Bar at Dry County Brewing one night when he was hit by a drunk driver. And, went through a lot of procedures, still struggles with it today. And coming from that is how Bottleshare was essentially born. That's the long story condensed in a little short version. We have on our YouTube. We have the full video about how we got started, but that's the short of it all. And ever since that, last year alone, we've raised and granted out over $100,000 in just aid alone to those who need it. And what we are is pretty much the first nonprofit organization to really benefit the craft beer industry, because it's kind of one of those ones that's grown, but everybody, especially during times of COVID, they were focused on the restaurant industry, right? Well,
sure, right.
Some of the industry that was probably hit hardest was the craft beer industry, because a lot of the money that's going to come in from a lot of these industries is you're going to get people that are coming in to drink at your tap room, but you have events going on. It's a place to hang out. It's a place to really have a family, so to speak. And a lot of people kind of forgot about that. And we really, the last couple of years, the support that we've had from people like, Doug and Adam Ironmonger and just you guys alone, it's been incredible. We've really grown. And we're out there. We got a lot of great things coming on, but the one we're most excited about right now is definitely coming up this Saturday at Ironmonger, just taking care of our local community, especially, Marietta. There's a lot of good beer in and out of Atlanta and, the surrounding area, and getting to work with a lot of these breweries and really just give back to the community means a lot to me, let alone how much it means to, Chris, who really has been out there doing a lot of the hard work, getting this going.
Yeah. It's been great to see how the organization has grown, and Chris as well, because we talked with Chris. We knew him before and right after the accident, and he's come a long way. Personally, he was injured seriously, very severely in the accident. So it's cool that he's found something to put his passion into. And as you mentioned, there's a lot of great organizations, either locally or across the country, that support the food service industry, but we've never really had anything like this for the craft beverage industry. So getting there and the people, we all love our craft beer, and we want to make sure the people that make it, serve it to us and all of that, are doing okay out there, not struggling. So, really cool what you guys are doing there.
So we really appreciate it. It's like you said, it's really easy to forget about the people who just pour your beer, right? Because they're not serving your food, they're not all up in your face, but hey, they got families too. And even if you don't necessarily work in the craft beer industry, we've granted out to kind of help people who are going through, funerals, things of that. So we're kind of branched out a little bit. And our partnership program has grown into helping out the restaurant industry as well, but we're still very much focused on the craft beer industry.
Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Well, we're going to get down there. Definitely. We got to try the collaboration beer. We have tried. Brian loves black IPAs. So he's a huge fan. That's a total lie. He is not. So
I've had a few that I really enjoy.
But I like them.
I'll say that.
I'll go down there. So, but at the tap room, Doug, you mentioned briefly the axe throwing earlier when we were chatting. So, I mean, this isn't just a little offshoot thing. You've got a full, large axe throwing range connected to the brewery there, correct?
Yeah, it really helps us, create this craft destination so people have something to do when they come in.
I think if there's anything that goes together, it's drinking beer and throwing axes, personally. So it's a great thing. But you guys do
leads and beer, baby.
They go hand in hand, really.
They do. Don't they? That's why you got two hands, man. That's why you got two hands. But Doug, you've got leagues and tournaments and stuff you do there, right?
Yeah, we got leagues. We got one starting pretty soon. You can go online to ironmonger.com and sign up. It also, with the extra on lanes, it lends itself very well to corporate events. So, pretty much any time of the day when we're normally not open, we can have corporate events. We can have bridal showers. We've had a lot of Christmas is coming up. It's just a great atmosphere for a Christmas party because it gives you something to do and, all the other games that go with it. And then you get to try all the, 20-something products and soon to be the spirits and wine. I think it's all going to be a great addition. And, it just creates much more of an atmosphere that people can just come in. You can bring your dog. We're dog friendly and just lay back, have a good time.
Sounds good. When I do, it's been a while since I've done a team building event, but I'm in like a recruiting and sales type of environment, competitive people in general. So anything that's competitive, we went to the go-karts one time. It was almost demolition derby the way we're out there racing, but going out there, axe throwing, who can score the best in that. Sounds like a good corporate outing there, especially if you've got a competitive group there. So the admin people didn't like us too much, but the sales and recruiting guys, they were on top of it pretty good. So
getting a successful throw in where the axe actually is in the wood and stays there, that's very satisfying.
It's satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like I immediately grow a long orange braided beard. And
I was gonna say I really felt like I got back to the roots of the world. I'm just out there throwing axes. I'm like,
that's it.
I never went away. I just don't put beads in it.
That's it. We'll have to get you beaded. We've got a Viking helmet at the studio, so we're halfway there, Brian. We'll just need to braid your beard. You'll be ready to go there. So, Adam, Ironmonger beer. More locations for more people. Get your Ironmonger. Pretty big for you guys. Publix and Trader Joe's. If you're in the South, Publix out of Florida. Right. That's kind of our big grocery chain. Get you a pub sub. Grab you.
I was going to say you're not going to leave there without a pub sub and a 6-pack.
See, you're good to go, man. Trader Joe's. Yeah. So a couple of big expansions for your retail space, right?
It's been great. We're seeing the reorders come in from Publix as of this week. So it's a fairly recent development there. And it's between 26 and 30 Publixes that we landed in. We're fairly in a fairly tight circle that should ever be expanding. So it's been great. And everybody's reordering. I pulled some sales reports yesterday. So Monday morning, I was looking at, middle of the month, who's reordered. Most of them have already. Which is really cool. And we've got 3 SKUs in Publix. It's our double IPA, our wit, and our blood orange pale ale. And they're all moving. They're all getting reordered, which is exciting. They're all pulling. They're in the local section in the craft beer aisle, which is huge. Everybody likes to support local. They see brewed in Marietta, they'll give it a shot, and then they see it's great liquid and they buy it again. Clearly because they're reordering it.
And you guys have some pretty new branding that's really eye-catching too, Doug. I know we talked with you as that was getting revamped there, but you got some sexy-looking cans now, right?
Yeah, we've kind of branded everything under kind of a common look and feel umbrella, so that it stands out on the shelf. You recognize it right away as Ironmonger, and we're partnered with Anthem Agency out of Roswell, and they've done a great job. They're ex-Ogilvy executives. And they're actually took an equity position in Ironmonger, so they're all part of the team, and they're taking ownership of what they're doing, and we're really pleased with what they've come up with. We've also launched another brand called Zero Mile, and it's just a great drinking, Pilsner. We're getting that out there as well. So Adam can probably speak to that a little bit more because he's out there every day, in the marketplace, and he could tell you how that's doing.
Zero flies. It flies, man. It's people buy it. It's an inexpensive beer, but we didn't cut any corners in the manufacturing of it. It's a Czech Pils. So, it's not a hyper complicated beer, but it drinks so easy. It's wonderful. It's what I have called for years a porch pounder style beer. It's hot down here 10 months out of the year. You can drink a lighter style. It's only 5%. So you can do this year round, and it's a local. A 4-pack's got a $7.99, $8.99 retail attached to it. Wow. Right. Right. So, and we just started canning it about a month and a half ago, Doug. That sound about right?
That's right. Yeah.
So it was keg only for a long time. It was on premise only. You could only get it on draft. But now that we're canning it, we're really starting to see some even higher levels of volume out of it. That's the big buy in Trader Joe's right now. There's a couple. The Trader Joe's in Marietta bought 20 cases this week, and stacked it up. It's an entire end cap for that store in Marietta. But again, $7.99 retail, man. You can't beat a craft beer for $7.99 in a 16-ounce 4-pack.
No.
I mean, it's incredible. I mean, and you can have that with dinner. You can stand out on the deck. You can, sub that in every other for a whiskey. It doesn't matter. You can drink it all night. It's great. It's solid. It's exceptional. But it's flying. And that makes me very excited.
Sure.
I'm sure that does for Doug, Val, and Tom as well. But it's moving, man. People will try it because it's inexpensive, and then they'll buy it again because holy geez, this is good. This is exactly this.
Holy
is what,
geez, that's what you want saying out there, Adam.
Right. Well, I was about to say something else, but I know we're on Facebook, so I'm trying to monitor the
it's a
the
kids
language.
show.
Little self
Yeah, right.
there. Sure,
We're family friendly in the brewery.
Right.
But yeah, man. I mean, why not get a lighter style? But it's craft made, and it's people that literally live up the street. And I think most people are more than happy to support local.
Sure. Yeah.
So why not? I mean, it's good beer. It's beer flavored beer. So why
beer flavored beer? I like beer
flavored beer.
Sure.
Don't we all?
I do.
I think I remember that. We used to have that.
Yeah.
It's funny, man. Everybody that I know that's in the craft industry, we make everything under the sun. Everybody does. But if it's 4 or 5 of us sitting around the table, it's generally a lighter style beer sitting in front of us. Those of us that are in these breweries, we're doing this stuff every day. We're handling this liquid every day. It's something lighter. And the Zero works, man. Our Vienna Lager is my girlfriend's favorite. Mine is our Wit, which is only 4.9. I mean, it's the lighter style stuff that I tend to gravitate to, especially the older I get. But Zero is working, man. Everybody likes it. Everybody, from your Bud Miller Coors guys to your hardline craft beer snobs. They're like, this is a really well-made Pils. This is good.
Well, that's something, as I've gotten older, there's still people out there when you talk about, Brian and I have explored non-alcoholic beer. I had in early 2020, I had some medical issues. The doctor said, just chill a little bit. He's like, you don't have to quit, just chill a little bit. I'm like, all right, well, this is a good reason to check out some NA beers. And we found some we love. Athletic Brewing's one we enjoy. We get a decent amount of grief from some of our listeners about it, but in the same respect, we've turned a lot of people onto it as well. Sure. Because, like you said, I'm more about taste now. I don't, I'm not necessarily looking to get a buzz. So if it tastes good, I'm going to drink it. And if I can have quite a few of them while sitting around with friends and not fall off my bar stool, then even better. So now that's not to say that I don't still like to sit down with a few friends, open a 12, 14% bottle of a ripped stout and share it. But I'm not going to sit around and drink 14% stouts all day long, you know.
Right.
Or I won't be setting anymore, be laid out there.
Right.
Yeah. Guys, if we covered all the big points, Doug, question for you. I think I've got a question for you here. That's you know what? I'm going to go, Matt. I see the clock right now, and I know you mentioned you were short on time. I want folks to go check out Bottleshare. If they want to follow along, you are the media man. Tell people where they can find and follow along with Bottleshare.
For sure. So first things first, our website, you can go to thebottleshare.org. That's where everything's going to be, our partnership programs, our merchandise, the video. You'll be able to interact with us all there. Second of all, you can find us on Facebook, Bottleshare, Instagram, Bottleshare1, and Twitter, Bottleshare1. I'm always on there. I love interacting with people. I love talking to, new people and just spreading the good word and just really going out there and just making friends, because life's too short. Everyone just, I love people. I love talking to people. And again, just thank you guys to, Doug, Adam. I know things got a little hairy there for a second, but we really appreciate your support and having us out there. Olivia is going to be out there on Saturday repping Bottleshare. Say hi to her. And cool. we just can't thank you guys enough. And then Tim, Brian, just having us on, man.
You got it. Absolutely, Matt. As you mentioned, man, we like to spread the good word out there as well.
Absolutely. No, it's a hell of a charity. We're happy to have you guys on board. This is an awesome experience. We're glad to be partnered with you guys on this. It's nobody takes care of us. So
exactly, and that's the big thing with Bottleshare is you really want people to know, especially the breweries. It doesn't matter if you're somebody big like Budweiser who may never need it, or somebody who's just starting out in a small town, right? It's hey, we're all together. Beer is something that kind of brings everybody together, and if somebody's got to stand up and kind of help each other out, especially in the world that we're living in today. So we're happy to be able to partner with people to make that happen.
Matt, you going to jump a plane and share a black IPA with us on
man, Saturday? It's taking everything in. If my wife wouldn't leave me tonight for hopping on a plane,
bring her with
hopping my way out there, because my wife's from Raleigh, so we've been looking for an excuse to go back out there. So
there you go, man.
What better way she can carry on, and I'll have a black IPA.
In all sincerity, email me your address. I'll send you one.
Oh, for sure. I really appreciate that. I will I'll hop on here as well. And
I owe you and Dustin both one.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're stepping up, and we'll have Chris back soon. Like I said, he just couldn't be here tonight because of a personal problem. But hey, you know what? That's just family taking care of family. And I hope to connect with you guys again here soon as well.
He'll be back around soon. We'll bug Chris again soon. That's for sure.
One thing's for sure, you can't keep Chris down for too long. That man has, he is just always on it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, Matt, thanks for taking some time out of your busy day there. We appreciate it, man. And keep doing good things there with Bottleshare.
No doubt. Thank you guys so much. Cheers, everybody.
Absolutely. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Have a good one. Doug, what I was going to ask you about Ironmonger, I think we've covered all the details. We've covered the collaboration beer. You got spirits coming up, seltzers out there, Publix, Trader Joe's. The big news of the anniversary party and the collaboration beer, but all this growth, you need some more employees, right?
Yeah, we're reaching out. We're trying. I think we hired an accountant, so that's going to help us chase the numbers a little bit more. We're in the process of looking for an assistant brewer. So if there's any interest, get the resumes in so we can take a look. And then, Adam is always looking for good salespeople. And then we're looking for a event planner, kind of social media person. So yeah, there's some opportunities there. We've been very fortunate through COVID. We haven't really lost any employees. I think we pay a little bit better on, in the tap room than other locations. And they've been pretty loyal to us. And, we work with them very closely. It's a tight knit family. And, we really hit a home run with bringing Adam in, and we've got some big plans for him. And so with all these new employees coming in, we're going to have to really keep, kind of structuring ourselves to look at ways we can bring in new revenue streams. And so just a lot of opportunities right now. So anybody interested, we're hiring.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Awesome. Well, guys, congrats on 5. Anything else we want folks to know about right now, Adam or Doug?
I think we have a meeting later this week or early next week.
That's the big one right there. We want everybody to know about, right? Come party on Saturday.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff. Well, guys, I appreciate it. Happy anniversary. Congrats on 5 years. Good stuff. Thank you for your support over the years. In absolute 100% honesty, we could not have done what we have done without you. So we appreciate the support of Beer Guys Radio and the partnership there. So we're going to sign off online. Doug, Adam, hang out for just a second here. But Ironmonger Brewing anniversary party this weekend. Go check them out. Try some great beers and seltzers. Cheers all. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll talk to you actually tomorrow for our main show. We'll see you there.